Hello and welcome. Let me adjust the volume over here. Let me get our music for today going. And let me say hi. Alrighty. So first of all, let me say hi. So what's up, Dali? Welcome to the stream. Dude, I played Fanar. It's super good. It's super good. Even though, yeah, I know it's like it took you like 2 days or 3 days. I'm not sure. But so far, pretty good. So far, pretty good. It took me a while to figure out how the printer worked, but good. Honestly, it could with more updates, it could be even better. But at least I got a scare from that version. So, dude, mission complete with a horror game. And Mijo is over here. What's up, Mijo? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you over here, as always. And Random Drawer is over here, says Roman. What's up, Random Drawer? What's up, L? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, you came from your cave. Well, good to know. You're gonna be seeing some pretty cool looking stuff. Nick, of course. What's up? Welcome to the stream, Nick. I don't think you have said anything but quotes. But hello, welcome. Yeah, I'm back, Roman. Yeah, welcome back, L. And stupid dev says hello. What's up, stupid dev? Welcome to the stream. I'm not sure you have been in another stream of the channel before, but welcome to the stream. So today I want to present to you the work of this week, and basically I've worked on a lot of things related to the terrain and how the map is going to be built for Mega Mage. I'm pretty excited. I think it's I think you'll like it. It's looking pretty cool. There's a couple of stuff that still needs to be tweaked, but it is taking shape. Oh, you have said yellow. Well, I'm not sure what to respond to that. Alrighty, so let's get into it. Let's do main over here. Okay. So I'm just going to pull up I'm going to pull up my GitHub so I can not miss anything. Tuning values turned into constants. Yeah, it's not. Okay, so first of all, let's get into A Sprite, because you remember last time, and if you don't remember, or you were not here, I'll show you. But basically, I made a system to turn drawings, basically, like images, into levels. So instead of having to design all of the level myself, dude, I'm making an open world game, and being a solo developer, I knew it was gonna take more than just placing things and doing everything manually. So I've been just making tools for myself to build the world quicker. But still not fully procedural, because I still want to have some control over how things look. So I found the middle point in making images and turning those images into actual geometry. So I did another example. This one is way bigger than the one that you saw last time. Yeah, the previous stream. And Regor is over here, says hello. What's up, Regor? Welcome. And alpha support? No, it doesn't have alpha support. I have to export all of the layers fully opaque, so things don't go wrong. But the alpha that you see over here is just for me to visualize this properly. And I know it looks weird, but just trust. This is fine. You can see, when there is more density, things get packed and get more color, and that's just because of opacity. But here is our first terrain, and this is not the full map that we're gonna have. It's not even a region, but this is roughly, I don't know how big the map will be. I don't think it's gonna be bigger than this, and you'll see the scale of how this looks in game. Because I have had to work a lot on optimization, and you'll see things will get laggy. So let's get over here and let me go like step by step, making the world out of those images. And I'll be explaining what happens on each of those steps. So yeah, you can get a little bit of an idea of how I'm building the world and how it looks now. Because this map that you see over here, let me see. Yeah, this map that you see over here is not going to be the region of the full game, but it is going to be the map that you're going to be playing when I release the alpha testing. For testing, really, the testing version. So yeah, next version that we have is gonna have this map. Let me read you guys. Roll, call me random. Okay, I'll just call you random. Okay. Gambling time. And Gregor, you say, hey, I'm back from the nationals, and I can see the stream again. Well, that's awesome. How did the nationals go? Gregor. So yeah, this is, you just don't care about this. It's just a picture, like an image of how the map is made, and this is gonna get converted into actual terrain. So let me do something. I have a tool over here, which is the terrain generator. I'm covering most of the things over here, so let me get out of the way for a little bit. So yeah, it has like a bunch of buttons over here, but it's basically like setting up the tiles, the decorations, and you'll see. But yeah, tiles, decorations, the heights over here, because all of these things are. I'm just gonna press generate over here because it takes a little while to do it because it's like a huge thing. Yeah, but for now, let me like explain you a little bit more of what this is. Basically, I draw in a layer, and it's basically the same thing that I did last week. But I draw in a layer, and that allows me to like define the shape of the terrain. And I will do one layer or one drawing per height. So it's gonna like get built from the bottom up, and you'll see it's like kind of like Minecraft, but in Minecraft the steps or the heights are defined procedurally. Like basically automatically. Here I draw things and then they get built. So yeah, this is gonna take a while because the image is very large, and for the size it has, it's not really that bad. It takes like 2 minutes or something, and we're on 1 minute already. Miho, you say, so all you need to generate levels now is a noise gradient. Yeah, you could generate a level with a noise gradient. Totally. 100%. Well, no, actually no. No, because you still need to like have separate images for each height. It wouldn't be that difficult to make it out of opacity, but I want to have more control because I don't plan to have just 4 layers, for example, which is what I have now in this environment. I probably will have like 16, and when you're doing like 16 levels of opacity that each are very different from each other, it's no longer useful for you. You know, like you're not going to be seeing the changes anyways, so it doesn't really make sense. And you say, so all you need to generate levels now? Yeah, okay. Quality of life build just made. Awesome. And Tal, you say, is each grid a chunk? Yes, exactly. You figured it out. I'm chunking things for performance, and not just for performance in gameplay, but in editor. Because in editor, it's even worse. Because I have so many pieces, like literally, when this generates, you will see how many pieces get generated. Like it's gonna debug that log, how many pieces, and you'll see the dimensions of this thing. But yeah, basically, I don't think you really need to chunk for gameplay reasons, but I think, well, mostly everyone can run the game if I didn't implement chunking. But I don't want to leave the really bad potato computers out, so I'm trying to optimize this as best as I can, you know? Is that secret weapon ready? No, no secret anything ready yet. And Gregory say, I got a gold medal. That's awesome, dude. Awesome. Clap, clap, clap. And Mihoyo say, so do we get to have a terrain gun? Earth bending? No, but it's gonna be way easier to make your to make maps, or make maps for the game if you want to. And stupid Dab, you say nice. Yeah, so yeah, Minecraft with manual. Yeah, very similar to Minecraft. But I have like strict control over how things are shaped. Okay, you can see over here. This is not going to run well. I can really move. Like, I'm trying to move over here in the scene. It's not even running. You know why? Because it's literally 270,119 pieces with 5,901 colliders. So I can really do this step without merging. So merge, well, it's very simple what merge does. I'm just gonna press merge and you'll see. But basically what I'm doing is like, I'm analyzing all of the things that I have built, and I'm finding, or I'm grouping all of the pieces that have the same material, and I'm like bundling them. So, okay, I have in this chunk, however many pieces, like 1,000 pieces that use this material. I have 500 that use this, and 500 that use this. So then after I find those, I'm just combining them into one thing, one mesh, and instead of calling like the thousands or hundreds of thousands of times to render something, I'm doing way less rendering, or way less calls to render. So it needs to be like way more performant. You'll see. Once this ends merging, you will see how much better this gets. Not only here in the inspector, but when I actually get to run the game with chunking and everything happening, you'll see. Mine Roman craft. No, the gun's not complete. It's gonna be, well, when we actually get to, like, I'm doing my best to have all of the systems ready by December, maybe early December or end of December, so we can have a cool demo for next fest of February of next year. And then after we have like all of the things in place and like mostly all of the gameplay, I'll start like introducing these Easter eggs and stuff. So yeah. And when life you say I have the potato one, yeah, and then you will really appreciate the changes that I have made to generation. And Nick, you say, I will test your claims on 20-year-old hardware. Well, let me know. It's actually very useful to know. And Saltwater Angling Ireland says, the character from the thumbnail reminds me of the style of Rayman. It would be great to have a game that gives that same feeling, like nostalgia or something. What's up, Saltwater? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I really like the style. I will show you the character. Like, that's the main character in the game. And all of the other characters will be like that. They have like separate limbs and stuff, which I haven't seen many games in 3D do that. There are certainly some that do it, but yeah. Okay, so now that you see how much better this gets with merging. Like I can really like navigate around and it doesn't lag at all, because I combined 270,118 pieces into 132. So it's way better. And yeah, it's running well. I don't really need to chunk in the inspector, but I still do the chunking in for the player. And you can see like every, well, not here. Let's do terrain. Yeah, chunks. You can see like everything here is divided by chunks, which each chunk is 64 by 64. So yeah, it's way more performant than just having everything all at once. Okay, so yeah, that's one step. Let's just walk over here so you can see there's a visual bug with the shader I'm using. But yeah, you can see already how this looks, and this takes the tiles and sets them for you. So like everything is like made with the algorithm, so I don't really have to hand place anything. And if I wanted to, I can either tweak the thing in the drawing itself, or in the next things that I'm going to show you, I have a little bit more control in here in the inside Unity. And here here we have the enemy that the navmesh, or sorry, the navigation is wrong just because it doesn't have a navigational mesh to like tell it where to go or how to navigate towards things. So yeah, these things are, or these enemies are broken. But yeah, let me show you just the world a little bit. And this is like very, very big. And well, we're gonna walk around a little bit more when I actually have everything, but because I have multiple steps that I haven't shown you yet. So yeah, let's go with the slopes, because now we really just have the base layers. And I also made an algorithm to place slopes kind of naturally. You'll tell me if you like it or not. But I do think it's pretty cool myself. So let me show you. And Alex Perez says hello. What's up, Alex? Welcome to the stream. And Nepal is also over here. What's up, Nepal? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, Rayman Legends is getting a remake. Awesome. And Nepal is like decent. Happy it's Friday. Nice. Yeah, enjoying the Friday. Talia say, Roman, say that number 5 times fast. No, I can't really do it. And AFS is over here, says, yo, what's up, AFS? Welcome to the stream. Okay, so now that we have the mesh over here, we're gonna go with the next step, which is placing slope markers. And I'm gonna tell you what these are. So first we place the first slope markers, and really these are just like where are the like these are markers for where the slopes are going to be. So I have full control over these things, and I can like literally just like grab them. I can reshape them, I can make them bigger, and it's gonna work the same. I'm not going to do it just because I don't want to. But if I wanted to, like in particular places, I can remove them, I can change their shapes, I can do whatever with them, and the next step will be fine. And what is the next step? Well, let's just place all of them, because I have 2 passes, one for the regular slopes, and the other pass is for the markers that are diagonally, because they use a different algorithm to be placed. So let's place the diagonal ones. Yeah, you can see over here we get a couple more slopes. And yeah, these are just markers, so I have full control over them. And why do I want to have full control over these things? It's just because this is a guide for then building the actual slopes. So if I tweak this, the actual slopes are gonna get built different. Okay, so we can just do disable this. We really don't need this to be enabled. And the next step is building the slopes. So I press build slopes, and it's gonna take all of those pieces that you saw before, and it's gonna turn them into actual slopes with the materials of the game. You can see over here. And all of these are chunked, by the way. They are grouped by chunk. So yeah, as you would expect, it's working as it was working last week. That step is not new. The auto generation of slopes is new, but the actual like building is not. And I really, dude, I was thinking, or I thought, well, it's not going to be that much work to place the slopes manually, and I will have more control over how the world works. No, that was not going to work. I was delusional to think I would be able to place every single slope by myself with no algorithm. I could believe it if it was like a a triple A studio, but it's just me building this game, so I just prefer to like do this thing automatically, and then if I want to tweak things, I can do it, you know. And yo, you say 200k down to 100, that's a financial mishap. Yeah. And Alex, better you say, Ma, cry more. Get out, you furry. Well, I don't know what's the relation between Monlev and Alex, but they have some beef going on or something. And how do you say? So say you want to make a cliff. Would you make the first height layer, skip the second, and make the third? I can actually like show you. I have done. Let me search it. But I have actually done. Oh yeah, here. For example, these slopes are only going to get generated if they have enough space for the player to walk around it, or well, anything. So it's gonna leave at least one tile to walk towards the slope. It's also going to avoid generating slopes here, for example, even though it's like a place where it could generate it, since the generation of that slope wouldn't lead to anything. It's not going to do it if it has a cell above it that means it's not going to lead to anything. It's just going to lead to a wall. So in those cases, I just skip the generation. And if I wanted to have, well, that's how you create cliffs or anything. And if I wanted to have a connection going over here, for example, towards the ground, I could just place it myself, you know? The vast majority of the generation is just for the vast majority of the cases. If I want to have like a special case, I'll do it myself. And Gregor, you say, I gotta go for today. I'm about to start driving. See y'all. Well, thank you for joining, Gregor. It was a pleasure having you here, and enjoy the weekend, dude. Bye-bye. Take care. See you next time. Okay. What's happening with AQ? Well, I don't know if Alex is really a furry, but dude, there's a lot of memes in whatever. But furries are accepted here, you know? So no trouble with furries. You know, there's like a lot of memes and stuff. Like, I don't know, for example, Nick is furry or whatever. But Nick is not a furry, first of all. And even if it were, he would be accepted, you know? All right, so, dude, sorry for putting Nick as an example. I know it's a joke that was like super old. Okay, yeah, let's go with the other step. So the next step is for decoration, and I have made some other pieces of decoration for the game. So I hope you like them. I have made, I think, 3, and I modified the grass that we had before. Just for performance reasons, to be honest. And the other, yeah, I made other 3. I have a flower now. There's a flower. There are, oh no, I made actually more. There's 4 rock variations, and there's a tree. So let me place them, and let me explain you how I'm placing them. So let's place decorations. This shouldn't take that long. So the thing is, I have a setting file. It's a scriptable object that where I can really like set up or yeah, it's like a settings file of how many things need to be spawned, like the density, how clustered are going to get, like what's the cluster radius, and a bunch of settings that I can tweak for each decoration type. So I can get as many or as not that many as I want, you know? So yeah, here is the step of placing decoration. I'm actually just going to merge all of this thing. Or yeah, let's just do the merge. Let's do merge. Let's go to the scene. Asnok, what's up? Welcome to the stream, Asnok. Yeah, it's weird to have the, yeah, as Stally said, it feels weird to have the old map in the background with the new one here. Yeah, but I still have to fix the there's like a visual error. Dude, it's really weird. The developer of the shader that I'm using for pixelation is working on it. Like, I already reported it to him. He's working on it, like he's checking it out, because it's really weird that like you can see at some points it just gets dark after some point. It's very weird. So I want to fix that before I take another photo for our background over here, or our beautiful version, I don't know, 2 background. So yeah, once I actually have it fine, like it's fine, I will update it. Yeah, let's just go with the player. I think it's just better if we see it with the player. And you can see, well, here, if this is still like running in Unity, so it should be better than this, but we have like we're running at 90, we're at 90 100 FPS, and this is in Unity, so it should run better outside of Unity. Okay, yeah, just ignore these guys, okay? And actually, these guys, if we didn't have these guys, it would actually run better, because there's so much things related to navigation happening that's like affecting performance, but it's still running well. Even with the navigation of, I think, 26 enemies, is running well anyway. Okay, so yeah, we have the trees over here, and these ones I actually prefer to keep separate, as well, not really, I didn't merge them really, because I wanted to keep the functionality of being able to like do this, you know, basically have them animate. And when you merge stuff, the bad thing is that unless it's fully static, you can't really animate it or do anything else with it. It's just like there. But yeah, I just wanted to keep for the trees the ability to just make them wobble. And Talia say, don't harass others. There's that at the end of it, yeah. That's not you say, I mean, you're a cat and 4 is 4. And Napoli say, love the textures. I know, I say this a million times. I still appreciate it. I sometimes doubt the art style, but I do love it myself. Now that I see more decoration happening, I actually really like the art style that I went with. It has been a long time to get this working, or to get this looking cool, but I'm satisfied with the graphics. And as long as you say, is it a procedurally generated world? Half and half. It's some things are procedural, but everything is driven by a drawing that I made manually, you know? And One Life, you say, bro, Roman, all looks cool. I will go and apologize to Nick. Yeah, you do that. And Mihol, you say, the art looks great. Suits it really well. Well, thanks. I think we have like everything. Oh yeah, the spells too. Like the spells are, well, we did that a while ago, but the spells are also having their own shaders and stuff. It's this one is the only one that I have to fix, because the bottom of this this effect doesn't really show up, so I need to make it work again, or like fix it. But yeah, everything else is like there. What else? Yeah, this is just clustering over here, for example, that can happen. And I'm not sure how much, or yeah, how many decorations I will have lying around. This is just like for testing, you know. We will see. I'll test. You let me know if you think this is like too much going on in terms of decoration, or actually like crank it up even more. You tell me what you think about it, so I can like start tweaking it. But I'd say this is like a good starting point, so we can like go up and or down from here. And yeah, so what I was saying before about the map size, well, this is I'm not sure how big is it. We can go over here and actually like check. So this is, each one of these squares is 64. Yeah, I think it's 64 by 64, and you have to multiply that by 4. So it's like an area of 256, I think. An area of 256. So just from here to here, we should have over 1,000 units. You know, like 1,000 like meters, really. So yeah, I'm not sure how big it will be, but we have space, you know? And I feel like even double the space if we wanted to. I'm gonna tell you more about specific sizes of how the game's gonna be once I have the settlements in and I have like planned how region 1 will look like. So I have a more grounded estimate of how big this is gonna be, because well, it's not a problem to have a big map, because it doesn't really take that much to paint it anyway. But the thing is, like, how much space will I have between settlements? So you have to like walk a little to get to the other one. Like, they are not like clumped together in a region. And also like leave space for you to explore and like find other places that are not settlements, mini bosses, some other things laying around, you know. So you have like multiple points of interest apart from the settlements. No multiplayer, don't even mention it. Yeah, this is not infinite, by the way. Dude, it's the thing with multiplayer, and I was like, dude, when I was well, in the morning, I was thinking about it, like what would it make, or what would it take for me to make this multiplayer. And I thought, well, for chunk generation, for example, I would actually have to find a way to or just disable the visuals. Just I'm now disabling the colliders and the visuals of each chunk when you can't see them. So it would just be disabling the visuals, and the visuals would need to be there per client, depending on where they are. And I would have to like sync so much things. And apart from syncing, it's just about the design of the game. Like this game has not been designed to be multiplayer, you know, in terms of encounters and stuff. And it wouldn't really be that hard to make it multiplayer, I guess, but it's just the design, dude. I think it's not like you know how in, for example, Risk of Rain 2, you can play up to like 4 players, I think, and it's not like hard to make it into more players. Like there are literally mods to make it with or to play it with more people. It's just that the tweaking of the balancing and well, that game is actually like an example of something that could go good, you know. But if you have quests, if you have mini bosses, if you have currencies, if you have like a lot of RPG elements, then maybe it's gonna break a little bit more if you make it multiplayer just for the sake of multiplayer. And Nick, you say too little probably, although with stuff like pots and lamps or something, it would be fine. That's a thing for later. Yeah, I think, yeah, you think it's too little? Too little decoration? Okay. Well, we can make more, or like put more. It's not hard at all. Until you say no on me. Mijo, you say just you, mate. Really bad lag. I get like the connection here is perfect. I haven't dropped a single frame in the whole stream, so it might be your connection. European servers dying, yeah. What a shame. Yeah, because I see over here like I haven't dropped a single frame during the whole stream. And now boys say, I think making hard bosses and world bosses would make the game challenging enough. And people will really ask if there needs to be a multiplayer. Yeah, well, I said it before, but if the game is really successful, like I'll think more about it. I'm not going to like promise, okay, if the game is like successful, I'm just going to make multiplayer. But I'll think about it more of how I would like need to restructure the game and how I'm thinking about the design to make it work, because it can be made. It just would take a long time, and I'm thinking about releasing next year, and I'm already on a tight schedule, you know. Freaking what? Romango handheld version when? What's that supposed to mean? Yeah, and like I think I have already talked about bosses in the game, but I do plan to have like 3 mini bosses, which are going to be like the more like repeatable encounters, because there's gonna be like four bosses in the game, and out of those 4, or sorry, yeah, all of those 4 are going to be in the major settlements of the game. So no, if you count the actual like big villain, it's gonna be 5 bosses that are not repeatable encounters. And then we'll have 3 more that are repeatable encounters, and we'll have their variations and whatever. And they're gonna be like in all of the regions, like just you can encounter them in some parts. Yeah, I'm not saying this version should be a multiplayer. I'm saying a sequel should. We're talking about sequels already, and I really haven't like done the the first game. But yeah, for sure. Dude, if this game goes well, I will have like a lot more liberty in terms of time, because I'm already gambling a lot with like my career and my life. Gambling a lot by just making this game for more than a year as a guy that hasn't published a game before. So I think later, when we get more more freedom and I get less pressure, I think then it will be a good moment to make a multiplayer game or a sequel to this game even. And Mijo say, can this be on the DS? If you find a way to port it, I am doing my best to optimize it. If you find a way to port it, that would be incredible. And Tal, you say, what's the name of the continent? It doesn't really have a name. If you want to name it, like, suggestions are welcome. You got Middle Earth? Nah, we got Left Earth. Left Earth gang. Tal, you say, oh yeah, this is your first commercial game, huh? Yeah, first commercial game. I'm gambling a lot already. Like I think I don't really want to take more risk even. And Asnok, you say community develop mods? Well, that depends on the community. But I will try to, after I finish the game, like everything is done, try to like make tools for modding, or like try to restructure things so it's easier to mod. Yeah, everybody loves gambling. That's a fact. In Nepal, I say I'll never apply pressure. Lol, I'm real. Yeah, so we're gonna get copyright strikes. No, it's not about the pressure of you guys or the community. It's the pressure of like having to, like, basically, dude, I'm making no money out of this, and I've been making this for years. So I need to make money, you know? Like basically, dude, my parents are supporting me throughout this whole thing. I need to pay. I need to pay soon. And I'm super like grateful for their support, and like I want to give back to them, you know? And I'm also grateful like to have the chance to do this, you know? Well, it's dark time. It's nighttime over here. And you can see how the fog actually gets like tinted more towards purple. It looks beautiful during the nighttime. I think I'm not sure, but it might be too dark. Not sure though. Yeah, I think I'll leave it here. I think I've talked about everything that I've done this week, so I'm just gonna leave it here. During this week, or sorry, during this weekend, I will still like work because I need to have a version out soon, very soon, because next week I will be working on UI, and you'll see all of this ugly UI go away, hopefully next week. And yeah, during the next 3 weeks, well, I have a lot of things, so I'll be showing you. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it here. So thank you guys for joining. Really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the progress so far, and I'll see you in the next time, in the next stream. Bye and take care. Enjoy the weekend, guys. Bye Dali. Bye Mijo. Bye Nick. Bye Nepal. Bye AFS. Bye Asnok. I'm not sure if Moinel is here, but bye. And if I have forgotten anyone, please forgive me. But bye.